In this week's episode, I crack on with some more home improvements to camp, burn off some steam and explore the land. And look what I have come across. This lovely lady comes for a visit and gets stuck into some woodland activities. We find some grass snakes, and I have a bit of a heart-to-heart as to why I left the boat to live in the woods. But actually, for me, it's been a big challenge. Guys, I love washing outside. I love washing my plates. I love washing my body, my face. I love going to the toilet outside. I don't know what it is. It's just... cooking outside. I love cooking outside. I just love being outside. It's as simple as that. Everything that you can do outside, do it. It just feels better. As you can see, I'm wearing a vest. Bloody great news. Looks like today the rain has subsided. Look at that, the sun is out. Everything is green and thriving. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to do some washing. I need to seriously wash some clothes. This has been my little process so far. I've boiled the kettle, got some hot water in here, some soapy water. Yeah, and basically just going to town on it, but with both hands. Just giving it a good mix out and then I'll hang it up. After all my chores were done, I had a visit from my wonderful lady. And of course, she got stuck right in with some good old woodland activities. Yeah. What are you up to over there?
Looking for coins and jewellery. Anything really.
Treasure hunting, aren't you?
Huh?
Oh. But before we knew it, she was off again, back to the British canals to look after our floating home. Oh. Good morning, guys. The weather last night was pretty wild and loud. Everything's loud in this tent. It can be beautiful, but it can wake you up too. Anyway, I've woken up to this. The roof falling in. I have to obviously sort out my lines. They've obviously come down. All the time you maintain in this tent, actually. You want to always go around every couple of days and just check your lines, make sure they're all tied up, make sure they're tight, moored in like a boat, really. Isn't that funny? Both of my homes require me to tie me to the ground. Yeah, wow. Floating through life. So much so that I need to be tethered to the ground. Oh, brilliant. I'm gonna make a cup of tea. Still got my trusty steed, look. That'll do the jobby doodah. The wind has been going and going and going, so I thought I'm really excited to check out my washing. And it smells bloody good, you know. Fresh, clean and dry. That's all I needed. After I'd bagged myself some luscious smelling clothes, I got some food down me and thought it was time I'd freshen up myself. The rain's eased off, and for some strange reason, I think I want to change. I want to get rid of this beard. Might trim it up a bit, what do you think? Bloody nice setting for it, isn't it? Best thing about this though, I don't have to tidy up. What do you reckon, guys? That's a bit better, isn't it? Now I'm looking a little more presentable. I headed over to see the rest of the guys for a little adventure to see if we could find any grass snakes or any other bits of wildlife that are out there in the rain.
There's the man in his natural habitat, rooting around in the undergrowth. The male looks for his prey.
That's right. I'm the numpty that enjoys walking around barefoot looking for snakes in the bush.
See this?
Oh yeah,
See that?
shedding.
That is much bigger than what that last snake is. That's a grass snake.
Yeah.
It's a grass snake skin. So that's amazing news. To have seen that little guy and now to have seen that, that means that he's here.
We're going to check out some other areas, some other heat mats that Ben's put down. So then we can see if there's any life underneath there as well.
Turned into quite a nice afternoon. Let's see if he's still there.
Baby grass snake, guys.
Baby grass snake. Perfect, look at that.
Don't want him to get too spooked, he's going over there.
Beautiful.
He'll come back though, won't he?
Yeah, just leave him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just leave him here. Look at that.
Sick.
Nice one.
Here's me grounding away. And we're just seeing a baby grass snake. Look at this guy. Winning. Well, that was eventful, wasn't it? Bloody loved that. It's cool seeing the baby grass snakes. We saw some slow worms as well. Some cool stuff. Yeah, really cool. It's been a really crazy one, actually, weather-wise. We've had the rain coming out, we've had the sunshine. But the thing is, overall, it's just really muggy. It's really close and sweaty. Anyway, it's not raining, so I thought I'd crack on with a few jobs. What I actually want to do is get rid of this little fire pit in the walkway. There you see that. I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to make a big one over there, a little communal one, and then have the bench next to it as well. We can get more people around there. So I've dragged these bad boys out that I found in the woods. Some old lengths that have been cut off. Nice silver birch. I thought that it would be very fitting because around here there is a fair bit of silver birch. So I thought if I did have like a triangle base for my fire pit, I reckon it's going to look lovely. There we go, look. But yeah, this looks alright, doesn't it? I'm thinking I want to get it in a bit of a triangle, just because then we can sit more around in a semicircle around it, and it'll take up less space. Plus it's one less log I had to forage for. I think that's the layout, that's what it's going to be like. I'm just going to dig them in so they don't roll around, and then obviously dig a pit. There we are, look, there's my home, the outdoors, the kitchen area, yada yada. I've got my little outdoor eating area. And this bit around here, excuse the tripod, this bit around here is where we're going to sit and watch the sun set in that direction. I've disguised it all my digging here, look, I've just put all the around it. Whew, that's a wee jobby. I'm happy with that. Looking forward to a burn up. Tonight we're all having a little get together and having a big old barbecue, so sociable evening. It's going to be a good one.
Oh, that's more like it.
Yeah, now they're all shuffled around. Yeah. Some right heat out there, dude.
Made from endangered smothering tigers' tears. He has no fears. He is Ray Miz. He's fucking brave it is. And he doesn't give a
Morning guys. Last night was cracking. Had such a good time. The guys were on the guitar. Amazing food. You saw some of that, didn't you? I just got so carried away I didn't film any of the rest. So sorry about that. Anyway, woke up feeling surprisingly fresh today after that. Taking advantage of the good weather, I decided to head on out for a decent old hike. I decided to take a shortcut. Oh, it's not easy. Just been on a long hike, guys, just through the woods, and look what I have come across. Proper tree house, eh? Just wanted to show you a little bit about how I'm keeping my food cool. So earlier you may have seen that I've been hanging a lot of my fruit and vegetables up in my veranda area. So obviously the air flows there, it's keeping it dry, it's keeping it cool because it's under shade as well. So that's the best there. So when it comes to like meats, dairies, beers, it comes down here. So I come down to Pat and Ever's area over here. They're in the shepherd's hut. We've got this bad boy here that they dug a hole. So dug a deep hole in the ground, insulated the sides, and then it's a bin that's just basically down in the earth, nice and cool with some water in it. And the water does stay pretty cold actually all the time. So it's obviously not the best, but it's actually really effective. Keeping your stuff in the ground, in the cool like that, in the shade is the best thing we've got. And that's how we get by. I just wanted to point out, guys, that a lot of the trees in this woodland that I'm living in are birch trees. So silver birch, very easily recognisable, you'll know what I mean. An amazing fact about these bad boys, well there's a few, but what I want to talk to you about is actually the birch polypore. So it's a fungus, it's a bracket fungus that grows on these trees, and they're super, the health benefits on these bad boys are unreal. Check it out, Google it, birch polypore, find out the health benefits from it. I tell you, when you find them out, you'll be wanting to forage some yourself. Look at these little babies. It's coming out. There's an old one, but look at this fine specimen. Right there's my tent. There's this. Beautiful. There you go. I've got big hands, guys, and this is a big old score. Winning. Seeing this view here, guys, just makes me absolutely smile. I walk down this lane, I see this view, and I'm home. I live here. It's been beautiful. It's been an amazing experience. I've absolutely loved it. No, it's not something weird going on with your TV. Look at this. It's the sun setting on my face. I just wanted to actually show you around the outside of where I've been living for the past month or so. I've realised I haven't actually shown you that. Very rubbish at this, sorry. This whole experience for me has mainly not been about vlogging the experience and telling a visual story through that, but actually genuinely doing it for myself and having a good time. I've just been living in the moment, you know. So being a videographer and living in the moment actually doesn't work very well, let me tell you. But anyway, let me give you a little tour. So I wanted to show you one of my first little outdoor spots. So I streamed myself a little pathway through here, look guys. You'll notice some targets in the trees. Been doing some target shooting with the rifle. There's actually another target there, but you won't be able to see it from here because it's a fair distance. This here, guys, this is my little summer house, if you like. So if you're living in a house and you've got a garden, and sometimes some people have like a summer house, don't they? Or like an outside office type thing. Not that mine's an office, but you get what I'm saying. My version of this. Aha, look. Beautiful. This spot though, eh? So some nights I've actually slept out here and just enjoyed sleeping somewhere different. So here I've streamed myself a little area out, as you can see, in the middle of the bracken. It's like a valley all going down. Because it's on a slope like this, guys, the canopy of the trees are a lot lower, so that way you've got that expanse, you know, it's not just an all-encompassing kind of forest feeling. I've actually got this skyline here that's actually really helped. It's just nice to sit there and watch it literally for hours. It's bloody lovely. But yeah, what do you reckon to that, hey? It's lovely. Always stays dry. Look, there's a blanket still in there from last time I slept in there. And yeah, perfect. Very comfy. I feel like I'm being rocked to sleep like a baby sometimes. That's really cool. So that's the first little spot I wanted to show you. My outhouse, my summer house. The next spot is back up to the main camp here, look. Got myself a nice communal fire pit here. Sometimes I've cooked on fire here, look. Don't mind this. Just using the Dutch ovens on the fire like that. Honestly, perfect. My mate Ben that works here, who's lived here for about 4 seasons as well. Long time. He can cook like a wizard, honestly, on the open fire like that. Being on the road, he's learnt some decent skills. So yeah, I've learnt some stuff off him as well. So that's really cool. A picnic bench. That's where I often have my brekkie. You've seen me reading and stuff there. And here's me casa. Excuse all of this stuff. Since putting the gazebo up here, I've been able to store things in here now, so it looks a bit more rough and ready, but actually it's just massively practical. I've got hanging space that stays dry. I haven't got any hanging space in here. This area here, look, is where I spent a lot of time actually, because as you guys know, it rained a lot during my time here, and I've spent a lot of time underneath this, looking at this. Here is my little kitchen setup area. I've got this big old thing here that I do get some, I've got some drinking water on site, so I just fill this up. And yeah, I've got that, washing up bowls down there. But yeah, this is just usually where my setup is. I've got all my cutlery and bits and bobs, all my cooking utensils and stuff. Food is in here as well because of the mouse situation that I've been having. Cooler box, which I occasionally put some ice in. If I can hitch a lift into town and grab some bags of ice, then I'll put them in there and it will keep things cold for another 2 or 3 days. But really that's my lot. So things like dairy, meat, fish, they're really hard for me to keep. So if I'm going to go out and get them, then I'm just going to eat them within a day or two really. So the rest of the stuff is tinned or fresh veg and you dried stuff. I had this built at the very original. This was my OG kitchen, cooking stove, and then my pots and pans. We'll come round to my lovely little area here. I filled in an old fire pit here, so we've got a nice walkway. This is my log store. There's my washing line where I do my hand washing. Look at this beautiful scenery. Down here, this is my toilet. I really hope that it's all tidy actually. This has just been a spontaneous little show you round, and yeah, I haven't prepped anything. Nice and flat, nice and level coming into here. It's basically a bucket, sawdust in there. Obviously there's the toilet. It's a nice little seat cut out. Spongy mind, but sawdust, toilet paper, air freshener, and it all is lifted up when you're inside. So you can sit on the toilet completely upright in here, look. There's no troubles at all. That's the toilet. Beautiful, beautiful views. What's not to love? So when this job opportunity came up through a friend of mine to work on this off-grid campsite for the summertime and live in a tent in the woods, this has actually been one of my dreams for a long time. To actually live off-grid, completely minimal like this within nature, as nature, has been a dream of mine for ages. Secondly, guys, I'm actually not very good at vlogging. This is my first time in my life doing this. Ula has a little bit of experience, and with her professional photography, you know, she's good with compositions and framing and things like that, which do help with video. For me, it's been a big challenge. I do struggle a lot with making these vlogs. It is a new world to me. I've been finding it challenging doing this whole Ula and Josh on YouTube thing. I needed some time to do me. I needed some time to achieve some of my own personal goals, and I needed to do that without documenting the experience. I needed to be present. And when it comes to vlogging and videoing and showing you guys that, it takes a lot of thought, a lot of planning as well, to storyboard it and to make sure that the whole thing flows and the whole thing makes sense. I've not done this for this video because I've wanted to live the experience for myself. I know that sounds selfish, but actually I don't have to show everything all the time to everybody because of the YouTube videos. So in summary, I do find it hard, I do find it challenging. I'm here right now in the woods living this way because I want to. It's been a dream of mine and I didn't want anything to get in the way of that. That's that. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. It's been an absolutely amazing time. A dream come true, really. See you guys. Mwah. And of course, a special mention to these beauties for supporting our channel and buying us a cup of tea. Until next time, lots of love.